night, across the bay over there, all the elders have gathered together. They can see the ship's outline in the faint light. They can hear the sounds of water.
Tell us a little bit about it and what's actually involved in pulling the whole thing together.
Well, there's a lot of work involved in pulling it together. It's mainly getting the local actors together, although we have a lot of people who do participate every year, and we rely on them for the continuity that happens. You know, it's really, really cool. But a lot of things go wrong behind the scenes, but the audience doesn't really know about it, so which is really good. I really enjoyed it. We have been reading the journals of Cook and Banks and Parkinson for the last 2 or 3 years, and when we've read them, we've just discovered all these amazing things that people really don't know. I mean, the first landing definitely was at Botany Bay, and we cannot take that away from Botany Bay, but we believe that so many more things happened here because Cook was here for 48 days. So many plants were found by Banks. Half of the actual plants that are here at the Endeavour River were collected during that 48 days when Banks was here, which was quite significant. I think they only found about 150 while they were at Botany Bay. They didn't actually stay on shore at Botany Bay, they stayed on the ship, but actually they didn't stay anywhere except here. This was the only place they actually stayed on shore.
Wow.
But I mean, Cook landed a total of 13 times on the east coast of Australia, and once was in New South Wales waters, which was Botany Bay, and the other 12 were in Queensland waters. So Queensland is fairly significant to Australian history.
Now, one of the big themes that's coming through the reenactment is the reconciliation theme. We saw the local Barma people heavily involved in the production. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's well, as I said, a couple of years ago we started reading the journals, and the Aboriginal people were very interested in getting their history and the story of their history in the Cook landing into the focus of the reenactment. So the Aboriginal people worked with one of our members, and we wrote all the Bama into the script, and they are just fully involved now, which is really, really good.
Now, as well, of course, as being the president and pulling the cast and crew together, and the hundreds of people who enjoyed the spectacle once again this morning, you were actually a published author recently, I believe. Tell us about your book.
I wrote a really, really big 20-page booklet, and it's basically giving all the historical facts about Cook and his discoveries up and down the east coast of Australia, and also a lot of the unique things that happened here at the Endeavour River.
Okay, well, it sounds like a wonderful resource for people. How can people get hold of that, Loretta?
They can contact us at the Boathouse. Our address is PO Box 180, Cooktown 48995, or our email address is endeavourriver1770@gmail.com.au.
Okay, and the book is, what's the book called?
It's called Historical Endeavours.